Okay, I got a piece of the steering linkage out, the center tie rod and the two outer tie rods, as well as this, it's an idler arm, and those rubber boots around the tie rod ends have certainly seen better times. They're all ripped up. The ball joints themselves seem to be okay from what I can tell by prying on them, so I'm see if I can get new boots, or if I have to spend money for the all new ball joints. And this is the guy that was the problem. I think there's supposed to be a bushing around him, and there was nothing. He was just floating in there. And so the picture on Moss is deceptive. It doesn't show that lip at the top that actually holds the center tie rod from coming over the top of the pin. I hope the one from Moss looks better than it does in their picture in the catalog anyway. So yeah, there was no bushing at all in there. It was just floating, flopping around. Okay, gonna clean up the tie rod end assembly here. It's pretty bad. I don't know if that shows up, but it's pretty goopy. Okay, cleaned up pretty well. It's not perfect, but good enough to work on. Also noticed that somebody must have tried to, where is it? Take this off, take these ball joints apart. One of the where is it? Oh, this ridge here is crimped in. Somebody must have tried to take it off and not had their tool in there correctly, or I don't know what they were doing. But so I'll probably end up having to replace the ball joints, even though they seem pretty good. One of them's got a little bit of a bind or a click as I go through the home position there, so I guess I'm going to end up replacing them all, which is not what I wanted to do because I can't get them for a while. Moss is not shipping, and I really wanted to keep going on this. On the idler bracket, I had to put in 2 of these idler seals from Moss. If I put in just one, it's very sloppy, and I can't go an additional turn on the arm. So I put in 2, and it actually feels really nice. It's just a little snug, and it's a good fit there. Here's a look at the drop arm, idler drop arm came off here. Just want to make sure I remember how that goes back together. I already took the steering arm off here, and I think the bushing is still, the frame of the bushing is still in there. And same on this one, it looks like the frame of the bushing, the outer race, is going to stay there when this guy comes out. But I have new, I can't remember what you call them, but I have the new pieces that go in here to replace this one. Okay, and here again is the passenger side, so I can tell which way things go with the grease nipples and so on. And that grease nipple is pointed into the floor right now. And on the driver's side, similar. Pressed out the shells that were left in here from the old bushing idler things. This is what came out. The rubber was completely gone on one side. The other side there was some rubber left. I'm going to try to push in this idler silent block, I think it's called. And one thing to note on this center tie rod, it looks like you could put it in either way when you flip it back and forth, but it is not the same as an angle here. And fortunately I was able to tell by some casting marks from pictures I took before I removed these old blocks and bushings. the steering arm or lever is different side to side, but you can tell which side they go on because these are in line, as opposed to on this side, they're not in line. Longer bolt goes towards the front because this is thicker.